He has the time to prove it, and it's right here, right now.
Let him know, man. We're going to get this set started. And I'm wondering how are the interactions going to, be with Pyramithra and Duck Hunt, because, we all know the game plan with Duck Hunt. Oh, okay, never mind. Just 36% off the rip. Going for that forward throw into the can. One thing you got to understand, that Embo Z is a surgeon with it, bro. That can acts like a second character almost, man. So you got to be really careful when that move is out. It is a frame one out of shield option as well, so you think you have the chance to hit Duck Hunt. No, that can comes out to play.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Duck Hunt. He has two frame one combo breakers, right? Can spawns frame one and hits frame one. The thing about Frisbee is that the active hitbox doesn't come out too much later, but when you press the move, it comes out right away. It spawns. So if you're using a hitbox, it'll explode right away and causing a scramble situation. And if you're a higher percent, it's usually in favor of the Duck Hunt. Using that can to ledge trap Tickle, and he's kind of finding his way around the stage, using that backer, sending off stage once again. Embo is doing a really good job this tournament of using that F tilt to two-frame recoveries, and Pyramithra should be no different. We'll see how much that comes into an effect. That flub on that can.
Spike him!
The wrong way, but nice DI by Tickle, and that Prominence Revolt is going to send him to the other side of the stage. I can use the can too!
I am absolutely loving Tickle's play right now. We're seeing a lot of very, very strong moves being thrown out. That shield just so small. And the Flaming Edge being instrumental. Instrumental. I will speak it into existence, man. Tickle is popping off. He's weaving and bobbing, and my man
the let's drop, nice reaction.
Oh.
Usually people are kind of like tricked out by the can. It's moving so much. You kind of don't know where it falls. That's the scary thing about Duck Hunt, is if you jump because of all these projectiles, you're going to get caught by his up air. That move is huge. If you short hop up air, the third hit will hit the top of Battlefield, and that combo breaker, that Prominence Revolt, acting like the same way, gets that footstool. Not leading to too much, but putting Embo Z in the corner, using that Duck Hunt, calling for the assist, pushing us out of the corner, and that juggle situation, 57%. It's still going, using that foresight to finally find some space and some space to breathe, but the damage is still coming. Embo hasn't gotten hit for at least 30 seconds. That should be punishable.
Nothing personal, kid. Nothing personal.
It really does give that vibe. Absolutely anime with these reactions, and it's going to be a lot of the going to Pyra, using foresight to be able to mitigate projectiles, and then punishing Duck Hunt for trying to do his game plan. Ooh. That's a scary situation.
He covered like 8 options at once.
9 options, and he's dead.
Nice, man. And I love how Tickle's just not one of these, Mithra players, right? And I say that on purpose. He's not a Mithra. He's Pyramithra. I love how he uses this character to their full effect, using those big hurt boxes to just deal massive damage, using the awesome movement of this character. Going back to Pyra, because Pyra does have a bit more weight on her, so it allows you to survive a little bit more. Up air, going to anti-air, not going to get the kill that they're looking for. Good neutral coming on from Embo Z. There's no can, sadly. Covering so many options with that Wild Gunman. Go for that downer. Forward tilt, dash attack, frame one, get off me.
Yeah, but right now the can is super stale. None of that is going to kill. Probably see some kind of dash attack to push the can forward, and jumping. This is my airspace. This is a no-fly zone. You cannot jump. He's been eating so many up airs and being so many cans. If not for those, Tickle would be so much farther ahead.
And Shotty was at 200 too, bro. That's when she died.
And that's kind of a problem with Duck Hunt. He does lack that kill power because can is a pivotal part of his neutral that it scales so fast. But this is that pitching combo gets only the up air as the follow-up. It's a little difficult on fast ballers, but Embo adapting very well, using that wild gun.
There it is.
Out of shield.
That is the Tickle special, man. He will footstool you out of shield. It is something that we've been perfecting in BC. It is not something you see very often, but so useful with a lot of these characters.
Yeah, I mean, characters that don't have a fast out of shield option. I think footstool out of shield is frame 4, frame 5. Yeah, like if you don't have that option, I mean, if you have that execution on lock, there's that frame check. You got no jump, right?
That's it.
F-tilt.
No. Super well done by Tickle, being able to get to that ledge. Embo Z playing around the can, setting up a trap. Do you really want to touch me when you know this can of beans is going to take you out?
Oh my god! The thing about that can throw is it's really hard to react because you get bounced on the opposite, or the side you're facing, right? So, but because the can was like landed right in the middle of his character, you don't really know how to DI. You don't know if you're DIing left or DIing right. But like really good awareness by Embo. He's using the gunman to set up Tickle into the shield. Has the can ready for the pass. Gets that grab and that accuracy. If you throw them fast, you can. Alley-oop, indeed. And that can usually doesn't kill, but finding the mark there. Tickle down game 1 to a little bit of trickiness from Embo.
Embo Z looking like an Uber delivery driver. He says, "Your beans are ready. Come get them." Boom, delivery.
That Campbell suit, bro, hurts. That Campbell suit be blowing up on you, bro. That's a bad way to go out. That's some Looney Tune ass death, bro.
You're supposed to take it out of the can before you put it in the oven.
Apparently not. Apparently not, because that should just be exploding, bro. And we saw Tickle, like you said, this might be a little bit of matchup infamiliarity coming out from Tickle. He does not know how to interact with, does not know how to interact with, you know, Duck Hunt whatsoever. So we're going to have to see what kind of adjustments can he make, because he's kind of fighting the character as well, right? He has to learn how to fight against MBOZ, but also learn how to fight against Duck Hunt, because this character is kind of a weird one, like we've been saying, right? A lot of, like, quote-unquote low-tier characters coming on in this bracket, so a lot of nice character diversity here at Cascadia Clash.
I remember you earlier saying that would you rather fight a mid-tier or a high-tier, right? A lot of people actually often decide to fight
the top tier,
right? Because
let me ask that, chat. Let me know in the chat. Would you guys rather fight an obscure mid or low tier or fight a top tier?
I mean, this low tier can do things like that. That Frisbee getting so much damage. Tickle finding the wrong way. F smashing in the opposite direction. That ledge trap F tilt being super active. A really nice option to catch him on the ledge, and then follows up with that down air, killing at 70%. And now this is the thing about zoners. Pac-Man, Duck Hunt is the same. If you're behind, you have to make mistakes. You're running into these projectiles and you're forcing your way in because I got to make up that deficit. I got to catch up. But then you're running into these cans. Tickle's been doing a lot of these short hop in neutrals, right? And he's getting caught by these up airs and these cans. So he has to take it a little bit more slow. He can't get caught up by the fact that he's behind. And there again, these are all the projectiles, right? Covering one side with the can, one side with the up air, and you're up in the air. The gunman coming in for the assist. The Tickle finding his way out in disadvantage. Nice use of that flaming edge to break that space. Here is your ledge trap. That is scary.
Do you know, Zuringo, does Tickle prefer Pyro over Mithra? Or is it like,
yes.
He does? Okay.
Yeah, he is very, very proficient with both characters, but if he had a choice and could only play one, it would be Pyra. If you just count how many down airs this guy does, it is absolutely insane, and it's 99% because of that move. He is in love with down air.
That's a big move, and it leads to so much, too. Good tech. Okay, able to make that recovery back 120%. I would low-key offer Mithra here just to get more damage out, but another down air, like you were saying, man, loves that move. And now you're out of your sword, bro, and this is not a good spot to be in. Gonna shark him with the beefy up B. Gonna go ahead and get that prominence for Vol. Here comes Mithra, here to save the day. Never mind, switching back to Pyra. Go for that tomahawk grab.
This percent is kill percent. Not that flaming Nova is so scary because Duck Hunt doesn't have a hitbox on the up B. It's super scary to recover, but getting that ledge trap into that back air, the timing was a little off for Tickle. A little bit unfortunate, but again, you're still on the back foot, and this is kind of why it's scary. I mean, now you get, again, you're running into the gunman, he's calling the assist from the can, and the gunman, the Frisbee, could come out, and he has to jump a lot to find this early kill, right? He's looking for this down, like we're saying. Oh, getting a little too antsy with the kill options, and ooh, what a great conversion. He used down air into that back air. And suddenly you're almost getting lapped in percent. That gunman extending the hitbox just a little bit, but this should be a kill. Never mind.
Embo is going to get out of there as soon as possible. He knows when that down air connects,
it's time to run. You got to get out of here, bro. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, does end up getting that get up attack. Does have iframes. Good forward throw coming on. Going back. I love how Mithra's more of a positional kind of character. Just puts you in a bad spot. Obstacle back to Pyra. Kind of how the character's supposed to be played. No really good out of shield option like that coming on from MBOZ, but you got to imagine that the bells of death are ringing on Tickle's side as he has 116% with only one stock left. Oh, good forward tilt though. Why not use it? It's really safe if you space it correctly. But MBOZ gonna try to wrap this up as fast as possible. Try to break that shield maybe. Wild gunman. Oh, it actually shoots through the side special. Wow, okay.
It does take a specific amount of percent to be able to break that gunman, and the sword only has it on the very last hit. So while it's sitting there doing the spinning, it does have a more active hit. Oh my god, that
awareness.
I can't even speak. The tech.
Whoa! You're at 42.
By the way, she has full rage. She is angry, bro. Pyra's pissed.
It's not over till it's over. Embo trying to make it over. Things are getting a little bit more scary. Going over, but the back air from Embo.
Shimmy was perfect. He found that spacing, found that timing. It was interesting because one of the interesting things about Gunman is there's 5, 6, I think. I play Duck Hunt, I don't remember.
You play this character,
but
bro.
there's 5 Gunmen. They each have different timings. He got that grab, but he got the wrong Gunman, right? And the Gunman cycle. So once you use a Gunman, there's only 4 left, then there's 3, then there's 2, then there's 1, and then it resets back to 5. So there's actually a world where he gets a different gunman and gets that kill, but that's kind of like the variance you have to deal with. But it also makes it kind of weird to approach the gunman, right? Like you don't know when they're going to shoot because not a lot of people play this character, so you don't really know.
And the gunmen come out at random.
That's
Even
true.
though it's a cycle, they randomly
different lengths as well too, so you never know which one's going to has a stronger shot, which one's going to come out longer as well. So that RNG factor, well, it's set, but a little bit of RNG coming on from Tickle if you don't know how to deal with this character. It just really adds to, how much matchup familiarity you need to be, or you need to have to, really prevail to this game to the top level.
I am
up tilt.
very, very curious how Tickle's going to approach this game number 3. I mean, he's been playing mainly Tickle, or mainly Pyra. Yeah, he plays Tickle. Jesus.
I mean, I kind of understand it, but I would like to see the Mithra come out a little bit more.
Ow.
That speed should definitely help.
Yeah,
with
that's what I was
approaching.
saying. Like, I feel like he's getting boxed out too much with Pyra. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the ground speed and the air mobility isn't doing him any favors. Although he's getting the kills early, he's kind of having to box, and this should be a free combo, but very good DI. He's DIing closer to the ground so he can't get the back air, or at least making it harder to follow up, 129%. And Embo Z right now, the kill confirms are starting to fade away. Don't DI in on down throw!
Yeah, that's a matchup check if I've ever seen one.
The thing is that down throw up air is not true unless you DI in. Usually it's in tandem with moves or with can to trap the certain DIs, like you want to avoid it. But like Tickle was like, I'm going to get thrown out, let me DI in so I can close to the stage. But that's actually a trap, and these traps keep continuing, going high with that recovery. I like how he's staying on Mithra. He's giving it a shot, but this should be huge damage.
Oh!
His up smash is so much damage. 69%, 85, but finding that reversal down air.
and it's sad because this is my first introduction to watching Tickle. Okay, good dash attack. And you can just tell he has no idea how to fight this character, man. Like, DIing in there, like, just not knowing how to interact with, Duck Hunt, not knowing which base one to set. And Embo Z is doing a really good job of just mixing up the tempo of the game. That's such a huge factor to throw Pyras off their game. Ooh, okay, makes it back.
Finds
That
his way
grab.
through. Very, very well done so far. I mean, 152 just means that he can kill him earlier. That is what I'm going to chalk this up to. I am a Tickle fanboy, so I have to believe. And
Of course, yeah, that's BC, that's blood, that's gang.
and at this point, Embo still has to believe. He can't let go of this mentality that he's been holding, this game plan that he's been putting together. If he slips up for a second, yeah, one down air.
One down air, and that's kind of scary. And the thing about Pyra is all of her moves at this point, even though you're at 46%, you're getting sent off stage.
He's kind of climbing, bro. Can we talk about that? Jumps over.
71%. That is kill. That is kill percent with a dash attack.
This is even, bro.
Yeah.
This is even, bro.
Oh, I love that from Embo. Being able to play the cans on both sides, keeping him in a rough position.
Oh my God!
Shot coming on from Embo Z.
Can I talk about that? The thing about the can properties is when the can has like 10 to 15% less HP and you hit it with the move that will send it to 0, it will double its knockback. That down tilt hit the can when it was at low percent. That's why it went flying so far. Usually it doesn't do that. And he almost gets that ping pong combo, extending his lead even more. But like that kill confirm, that awareness from Embo Z, that's kind of what you need to push this character to beat a top tier character. Here's that sandwich using that can up air. I mean, he's up in the sky once again. Can covering it again. Your sandwich, where do you go?
That's
The gunman.
That trap was insanely broken, bro. Had the can up at the top, had the wild gunman covering so many options. That's what Embo Z has to do. Rolling behind, trying to read maybe a roll. Good stuff. He's understanding that, hey, if you're going to dash attack here, I can just go for a neutral air. Wild gunman goes again. Want the up smash. Good force smash coming on from Mithra. Her first kill this whole set. This is looking really bad for Tickle, but he can make this comeback happen. But Embo Z is in the driver's seat as of right now. Oh, goodbye, man.
Coming
See you,
through.
bro.
Back air is going to be able to push Mithra off stage. The can not saving him. And just like that, Embo Z with that forward tilt is going to take that stock. Side B a little bit misspaced. And the solid 3-0 matchup check is going to put Tickle out at 7th place.